Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This is the second video I've done today. After not doing any for quite a while for various reasons, which I won't go into, but this is a thread video started by Sam St. John, my good friend, and everybody knows Sam. If you've watched any live stream or any collaboration videos, eventually you'll see Sam on there. But anyway, he wants us to show late in their career masterpieces, albums released by artists that was late in their career that matches their early work or their classic work. And so I thought I would participate and get going here. He said show to 5 to 10, so I think I've got 7 to show. All right, the first one that I'm going to show is Tom Waits' Bad As Me, and this is actually the last album, the studio album that he has released, and I don't know if he's going to do another one, but this would be a great swan song if it is. It was released in 2011. I saw him perform Raised Right Men, which was a great tune, on David Letterman, and he had all the fire of any punk group. But also on here, Bad As Me, the title track, Chicago is a great one, and Hell Broke Loose. But just a great album by Tom Waits. Of course, you have to be ready for his voice. There's Tom. We got a nice booklet that came with it with the lyric sheets. And it's on the anti-label. So there you go. My first example is Tom Waits' Bad As Me. Now the next one is an artist Sam showed, but I'm going to show a different album. And I thought I was the only one that preferred this album, which is Letter to You, over Western Stars. But I did see a guy on AllMusic, the reviewer on there, agreed with me. So finally I found someone that agrees with me. But I love this album by Bruce. He's got some great songs on here. The title track's really great. If I Were a Priest is one of probably my favorite song on there. It's really good. Song for Orphans is really good. And some of these were songs that he had started in his younger days and then he finished for this album. And Last Man Standing talks about his original group when he first started in music, how he was the only person still alive from that, which was it's a really touching song. And anyway, I love this Letter to You by Bruce Springsteen. That's going to be one of my picks. Next is an album from 2021, and it's by the Stranglers, and this is their album Dark Matters. Of course, Hugh Cornwell, who was the lead singer during their classic years, is gone, and Jet Black, the drummer, had retired. Replaced in this album by Jim McCauley, and Dave Greenfield, who was the keyboardist, passed away during the recording of this, but he does play on 8 of the songs, and they even do a tribute song, which is very touching, If You Should See Dave, which is very good. But the whole album, from the start of Water to the end with Breathe, this is just a classic rock album, and if you like the Stranglers at all, even though it's totally different from how they started out, this is a great album, though. Dark Matters. From 2018, it's Buddy Guy, The Blues Is Alive and Well. And Buddy Guy was like 81 years old when he did this album, and he was still in fine voice. And also, he could still play the heck out of the guitar. If you guilty as charged as the one to see his guitar prowess still. He does a great version of Sonny Boy Williamson's 9 Below Zero. Somebody Up There is a great tune as well. Yeah, Buddy Guy, The Blues Is Alive and Well. Mick Jagger plays on here on one of the tunes. He also has Keith Richards and Jeff Beck playing on the song Cognac, which just a great blues album by Buddy Guy, latter-day blues album. Speaking of the blues, there's this Delbert McClinton album, and The Self-Made Men, Tall, Dark, and Handsome, which I think is his swan song, because he said he's retiring from music. So I think this is the last album he did, and probably his swan song. But it's a great tune. I mean, great tune. A great record. This actually won the Grammy for Best Blues Album, but wouldn't really call it a blues album. He's always kind of had his own genre, which is kind of a combination of rock, blues, and honky-tonk. He doesn't quite have the sharpness in his voice that he used to have, but still just a great album. Tall, Dark, and Handsome by Delbert McClinton. There he is, next picture of him. And there's the label. Keep forgetting to show the labels and everything. I did want to show something on that Buddy Guy, though. It's got a great picture of him in there. With the lyric sheet. I thought that's really cool. Yeah, the photography on this Buddy Guy album is really cool. And there's the label as well. It's on Silvertone. And the last two I only have on CD, but I do love them, and that's Warren Zevon and his album Life Will Kill Ya. This is just a fantastic album late in his career. The best song ever about aging. I Was in the House When the House Burned Down. Just a great tune. Life Will Kill Ya, the title track is great. For my next trick, I'll need a volunteer. I made love disappear. For my next trick, I need a volunteer. It's a great song as well. He does a great cover of Steve Winwood's Back in the High Life Again that I really like. Don't Let Us Get Sick. This is just full of great tunes. If you like Warren Zevon at all, you need to have this album. And the last one, Country Alert, is by a guy named Dick Curless. He's most famous for doing the trucking song. What is the name of the trucking song? Oh, God, I can't think of it now. Tombstone Every Mile. God, had a brain fart there. Yeah, Tombstone Every Mile, Dick Curless. But this is late in his career. In fact, he would pass away the year after this release. And he was, I guess, sick when he was recording this. But he has so much emotion in his voice. The best version ever of the Lefty Frizzell song, I Never Go Around Mirrors. Just a great, when God comes and gathers his jewels, is just another fantastic vocal performance. But yeah, if you like country at all, check out Dick Curless and Traveling Through, his swan song. So those are my picks. I hope other people participate. I'm enjoying seeing the ones I've seen so far, and hope everyone is doing well.